This is Erin, and I just wanted to ask you a few questions about your art. Can you please tell us about this piece of work?
Well, this one's called The Will Pill, and it's something I wrote about 3.5 years ago, and it's kind of like a call out to my friends who kind of are in the whole drug scene. A lot of my good friends were coke addicts, all into some nasty drugs, and this was kind of just something for them to kind of get a little information to kind of pull out of that whole scene. And the reason for me having like a heart for that kind of stuff is just when my dad passed away when I was 9 of colon cancer, I became really health conscious. So I decided to write about this kind of stuff. Just it comes from the heart.
So I guess that's your inspiration for creating this piece. Is there a message you would give to the general public to inform them or educate them about mental health?
Yeah, it really, for me, like, the way of living for me is just based on, like, personal tragedy. It's unfortunate that we all have to, like, hit rock bottom before we, tend to, like, kind of grow up or kind of mature, but I kind of I write about no phony baloney stuff. It's just what I write is real, and I just try to always turn something negative into a positive.
Okay. And youth visit Mind Your Mind to cope with tough times. What advice would you give to youth today?
For tough times?
Yes.
To latch onto something that you can do to relieve stress. I know before I started writing poetry, I used to be like a pretty good drawer, or so they say. But I at that time was dealing with like a lot of like alcohol problems within my family and like family loss and stuff. So I couldn't sit still. So I started to pick up some golf clubs, and just recently over the last few years I couldn't afford it as much. So I've been writing more. So whether just like if you can't afford something, there's always something else you can do. Obviously, like a pencil and a piece of paper is pretty inexpensive. You can get that at the library or something. So you can always do something, and there's like no excuses.
Okay. Thank you for the interview.